One of the challenges with the way we operate today in society and in the corporate world is the fact that our decision making is faulty. And the reason for that is because we have four basic intelligences and we don't use them effectively. There's often a drive, isn't there, for leaders to become more emotionally intelligent. Well, that unfortunately is a bit like trying to change your personality. It's difficult to do and you're not going to do it in a way that's effective. So all that idea of leaders needing to be more emotionally intelligent isn't correct. It isn't the right approach, in my opinion. What they do need to have awareness of the various intelligences. We've got more than just emotional intelligence. We've got social intelligence, emotional intelligence, cognitive and behavioural. And it's about using those holistically and inclusively in the decision-making process. So this is how we normally do decision-making. We'll want to create a solution for something, so we use our divergent thinking to think of options. It's unpredictable down here, and we don't like being in this space. Our brains don't like not knowing, and also in most organisations we want predictable success. We don't like complexity and unpredictability. So we come up with some ideas and then we go, right, okay, we then have to sift through them. So we're in divergent space, come up with ideas, and then we go into the convergent place where we go to options. We pick one of the options and then we make a plan. Make a plan of action. And then what do we do then? Well, we've got a plan, then we action the plan. And then, as normally happens in organisations or even countries, we action the plan and then we say to ourselves, okay, that isn't quite working, because the first right answer is rarely the best right answer, if it's the right answer at all. So then what we do, we just make some, if there's a challenge with that plan, we just make create some more symptomatic solutions, and we carry on with that plan. And of course, if that doesn't work, then, well, unfortunately, by this time, we've got reputations at stake because we live in this hierarchical thing. Politicians especially don't like U-turning. And we've also got, we've got energy invested in it. And so we just carry on. And so we keep on sort of thing. And, and no matter how much evidence appears on the horizon to sort of say, look, no, this isn't the right idea, we just carry on. I mean, that's how we ended up in a war in the Middle East for 20 years. It's because it was a wrong decision in the first place. No one could admit fault that it was a wrong decision. And we just carried on until eventually we were just forced out anyway. And the reason for this is, so as we said before, it goes from divergent to convergent to emergent. And what's missing is this bit. And this bit is the emotional intelligence, the EQ, if you like, but it's also ecology. It's the ecology check. And the thing about an ecology check, it's kind of like a crap filter. What are the consequences that we haven't thought of? What are the real costs? Take the war, for instance, in the Middle East, trillions lost. 1 million people died. For what? Anyway, get on with this one. So what are the consequences we haven't thought of? What are the real costs? What are the assumptions that we've made that need to be questioned? And what do people on the planet say? You're getting people now putting the planet on their board, a position on their board for the planet. And that's a good idea. And so what it really needs to be is that instead of coming up with these actions and these plans and thinking, oh, well, we've got to definitely follow them to the end, we don't. What we do, we just see decisioning as an ongoing process. And we kind of go, right, we evaluate the situation, evaluate our options, we decide which options are right one, make a plan, and then we understand the impact of that plan. We think about it. We start asking other people, all the stakeholders, what do the people on planet think about this idea? And then we can then move to emergent, or we can go, we can commit to the plan, but immediately go back to evaluate the outcome of that idea, that plan. And so we're going in this kind of direction. And that's how we should go forward. It's not in a straight line. It's an ongoing process. And the acronym for that is EDUCE. EDUCE means to lead out potential, and that's what you're basically doing. Instead of like making a decision and saying that's the final decision, you've got to kind of like feel and empathise and feel your way forward, sense and feel your way forward. And so if we all did this, we all had an ecology check in our decision making, the world would be a totally different place.